everyone? Welcome along. Chat room is nice and busy already, but I just need to zoom in a little bit too far. Sure. Yeah, that's a bit better. How are we doing, everyone? Good to have everyone in and ready to go. How are we doing, K-Days? Hope you are good. Antoinette is in. Malachi. How are we doing? Kev says hello, hello, hello. Jono. It's Hart versus... I want Conor Benn to win. I can't stand... Excuse me. Eubank Jr. How are we doing? Dave and Dave. Dave Quinn says, hi, pal. And Dave, g'day from Australia. Welcome along, everyone. Day 2 of the European Tour from Graz. And we all watched yesterday. I don't think yesterday lived up to expectation. I was left a little disappointed with yesterday, if I'm being honest. But we've got some good games to look forward to today. First up, we are going to have Ross Smith against Chris Landman. Chris Landman was outplayed for a lot yesterday, but then found an brilliant last leg in the decider. Ryan Searle then takes on Ryan Joyce. Again, Ryan Joyce bitterly disappointing yesterday. Someone that we know has an incredible A game but didn't deliver. Danny Noppert then takes on Niko Springer. Springer played beautifully. Noppy needs to break this losing streak that he's on. Good game, that one. And then Gian van Veen taking on Dirk van Duijvenbode. This is going to be game of the session. I'm saying it now. Dirk was brilliant yesterday. Dirk was one of the pluses from yesterday. And we all know Van Veen is playing incredible. The rockstar Joe Cullen has a tricky little tie against Thibault Tricole. Tricole played well yesterday. He played some really, really good stuff. What version of the rockstar will turn up, we will find out in a few hours' time. Then Josh Rock. I think it's going to be a good weekend for Rocky as he takes on the Polish Eagle Krzysztof Ratajski. Again, Ratajski won yesterday. I wouldn't say it was brilliant. Rock, big favourite in that one for me. Then Daryl Gurney takes on Mensur Suljovic. And look, Graz was rocking yesterday. The atmosphere when Suljovic played was nothing short of incredible. And I'm looking forward to more of that. Mensur Mania was running wild in Graz. And then to finish off the session, the real deal, the World Grand Prix champion Mike de Decker taking on Wessel Nijman. Again, Wessel played well yesterday. So, on paper, this is a good session of tungsten tossing. Now, can it live up to the billing? We have just given it here at Online Darts. Welcome along, one and all, this Saturday, whatever you are doing. I've just put some links live on social media, so if you could give them a share, a retweet, whatever platform you are on, massively appreciate that. But we are ready to go. Swiss Phil is on the stage, getting the players on. So here comes Landman. Getting ready. I just need to get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Need to load this up. Landman is on the stage. DJ, how are we doing? Happy Saturday to you as well, whatever you are all doing this Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful time. But we are fully on board, fully concentrated with the darting action this weekend. 2 sessions today, 2 sessions tomorrow to decide who will be the Austrian Darts Open champion, who will get that green jacket in 2025. And I'm not talking about Rory McIlroy. There's only one green jacket, and that's the one in Austria. Forget Augusta. Who cares about that? Just make sure he hasn't changed. Elite level walk on from Ross Smith. Right, both players are on stage. We are ready. So what are we saying? Score predictions, everyone, as Mr. Bevins is on stage for the first game. Ross Smith has won the ball backstage. 6-3 Smith. Nice call, Malachi. Nice call. Yeah, I think Ross Smith should win this one. He should have a little too much. Jono's going for 6-2, as is Kev. And we are underway. I suggest I fancy Josh Rock, and I'm sticking with that. There's a lot to like about Josh Rock at the moment, and look, a lot of the big hitters aren't there. I'm not saying that Josh Rock can't beat those big hitters, but it does make it a little bit easier when they're not here. So yeah, I'm going for Rocky. How we doing, Paul? Done your... No, I haven't. I managed to get my fantasy team done in time. And Ross Smith with a casual 107 finish to take leg one. Again, Ross Smith all over this. No, I free-hitted last week, Kev, to make sure I had 10 players with a double game week, because my team for this week was strong enough without. So I went with, let me get my phone up. So I've gone with Flecken in goal, Livramento, Mikalenkovic from Forest, Cucurella and Al-Nanore from Wolves. Midfield, Semenya, Palmer, Jacob Murphy, Salah, and I've captained him. And up front I've got Isaac and Cunha. I went with Salah in the end just because Spurs are awful defensively. But Ross Smith is asking questions here of the Landman throw early. It is 2-0. It's a 93 finish now. Smudger is in the mood. Averaging a ton. This could be a very comfortable assignment. Unless Landman can raise his levels, and see Ross Smith is adorning the new unicorn logo. Unicorn gone with the same approach as Target, make it as big as possible. Big is better. I'm not sure. But what is everyone up to today or over the weekend? Anything interesting? Let us know. And again, Ross Smith comfortably on a finish. I think I'll fire at the barbecue later. Nice touch, mate. Nice touch. Tomorrow, a huge hurdle match to go to. Sounds good, my friend. Sounds good. Nothing, only darts for me. Nothing wrong with that. And Ross Smith, 3-0. Love that, Simon. Love that. Whereabouts in Australia are you from, buddy? Your channel, FA Cup semi-final, boxing later. Sounds good. Jono, sounds good. Going with New South Wales. Nice, mate, nice. Australia and New Zealand are both very much on my bucket list of countries to get to. I'm going to Cork, Tipperary tomorrow. Nice. Oh my, this would be huge from Ross Smith. He's missed a dart for the 140. His 4-0 is up against it. England on mine, one Premier League night or the O2. Nice, mate. Look, I know the Premier League's great and London's shiny, but if you can get over here in July, head to Blackpool for the match play, buddy. Nothing like it in the world. But Ross Smith on the verge of going 5-0 up here. Smudger has turned up and he is in the mood to party. Double 16 for a 5-0 lead. And it is 5-0. I think my darts bucket list main weekend in the UK. But nice, Kev, nice. Yeah, Simon, honestly, the famous Winter Gardens, the Empress Ballroom for the match play, obviously I'm lucky that I work in darts, but if I could only ever go to one event ever again, it would be the Winter Gardens. The match play is like nothing else. The ultimate darting destination. World Series. But is the bagel about to be served? Because Ross Smith has fired in a maximum to leave 81. He will get the opportunity to bagel Landman. 81 for Smudger to complete a fabulous performance. Bullseye for the bagel. One match dart missed. Will he come back in this leg? Landman 93 to save the whitewash. He's going to get darts and he hits. It doesn't get bageled, but he had to watch Ross Smith have a dart at the bullseye first. But Smudger has the darts here in this leg. Afternoon, Rob. Hope you are good. Change of strategy with Smith. He's throwing his darts for... Good spot, mate. Good spot. I've done Wollongong 4 years in a row. Nice, mate. Nice. Hopefully they can get the second Australia event back on the calendar. I think that, look, hopefully, Kev, but look, whilst the City West's illustrious business leaders are making millions from the government, it's not going to happen. I'd like it back there as well. And Bagel, sorry, not Bagel, because 6-1 to Ross Smith. And Landman was never really in this, to be honest. It's a ton-topping average from Ross Smith. It is very, very good from Smudger. I heard Sydney mentioned somewhere the other day on Twitter on here. Look, that would be cool. Look, I'd love if we get darts back to Melbourne or Adelaide, perhaps. Ross Smith conducting the crowd there. Fan of that smudger. Loving life up there. Fabulous performance. Coming up next, it's going to be Ryan Searle against Ryan Joyce. Battle of the Ryans. I'm all good, lady suspect. I am all good. Looking forward. Obviously here today, tomorrow. I'm going to head down to West Bay for the day. Tuesday probably. One of my favourite spots in the whole world. But the weather looks nice, so I'm going to head down there for a day. When is Smith? So Smith will play tomorrow. PDC European Tour 2025. So tomorrow afternoon is last 16, and then tomorrow night is quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final cup collection day. Tomorrow evening, someone will be crowned the Austrian Darts Open champion. So, Ross Smith, where is Smudger? Smudger will play either Peter Wright or Luke Woodhouse. Aspinall is playing Kevin Doots. Doots, there it is. Also, looking at some Instagram stories today. A few of the Premier League boys have jetted away for a few days in the sun. We've got about a minute and 15 seconds till the pictures return. Game number 2, Ryan versus Ryan, Searle versus Joyce, heavy metal and relentless. Aspinall is this evening. I'm from darts fans. Only been one game played. Yep, first game done, salesman. Let me change the... There we go. What is Bunting on? What is Bunting on about saying he's in the World Cup team if Littler doesn't go to... Yeah, if Littler... Because Littler said he won't play in Germany again. I think he will. But if Littler wasn't to go, Stephen Bunting is the next highest ranked Englishman, so he would get the spot. Sure, the two Lukes are in A. I didn't say all of them. I said a few of them. MVG spending his birthday away in the sun with the family. Looked amazing. Gathering prize somewhere sunny as well. Probably Spain for Gezi. Ruben, 100%. Look, with the big boys not there, it is wide open, 100%. No, I don't think he will either, but obviously he said on his Instagram he wouldn't play in Germany until Dortmund. My gut is he forgot the World Cup was in Germany, so yeah, I fully expect him to be there, but Bunting is right. If he doesn't, then Bunting would get the spot. Could say they're getting their M. Yeah, Luke and Luke doing some exhibitions in Scotland this weekend. And here we go. Swissville getting us back. I want Real Madrid to win. No, I'm not a Barca boy. I'm a Hala Madrid. Darts for you on Insta, getting a solid weekend worth of advertising yet. So Joyce is on the stage. Now here comes Searle. Right, and I like this, 2 walk-ons. They didn't hang around, just get me to the stage. Fan of that. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, that Daryl Noppert needs to break this little barren run that he's on. Has work to do, does Noppy? Yeah, look, it'll take a lot to beat them, that's for sure. But they are beatable. They're not all conquering. Yes, they're incredible players, but Gezi and Johnny, Gary and Peter, on their day, couldn't do it. Definitely Ryan will win for sure. I'm with you there. Ryan will win this game. But which one? Will it be Searle or will it be Joyce? Look, Ryan Joyce will have to play better than yesterday. He was disappointing for me. I expected more from Ryan Joyce. MVG's not playing in the World Cup. It will be Danny Noppert and Gian van Veen. Already Ryan Joyce has started a lot better than he did yesterday. He was dire yesterday. But started a lot better. He's booked a holiday. Just don't guess the World Cup isn't high on MVG's priority list. But Ryan Joyce is going to get a look at the big fish here. Oh, he's missed the ball for the big fish. For me, Ryan Joyce is throwing a bit quicker than he did yesterday. I know it's only leg one, but it seems a bit quicker. We know the route here will be 9 for double 8 for an early break of throw, and that is in the ledger. Ryan Joyce leads 1-0. MVG really doesn't respect the World Cup. Look, he's got his own reasons, I'm guessing. How many times? I think this is 3 times he's pulled out in the last... 3 in the last 4 or 5 years. I think a lot also has to do with team camaraderie, and I'm not sure that him and Danny have a lot in common. This is so much better from Ryan Joyce. He was nowhere near this level yesterday, and right now he is sailing along at averaging 113. Is there a reason Whitlock was picked over Aussies without tour card holders? Did he win it? No, he was just picked. Our rules, we'll pick who we want. I think that's a lame excuse. Yeah, no, maybe Rob, but look, it's a non-ranking event, and if you don't want to play, to be fair, I did ask Matt about it in the interview coming out Monday, and he's just like, it is what it is. Joyce has doubled his advantage. Ryan Joyce will be thinking, where was this yesterday? As well, you, Rob, effectively, Gezi did that last year, didn't he? I know he said he was injured and so on, but then we saw him out on the piss that weekend and so on. I'm not saying he wasn't injured, but I think there is more and more the top boys are just going to bin the World Cup off at the moment. A win here for Ryan Joyce would put him under a gram behind Barney in 14th. And Michael Smith's decision to miss may be backfiring, because although Edhouse is out, Woodhouse and Joyce have both extended the gap. And also, if Ratajski can win, then he would cut the gap to Michael Smith as well. Excuse me. Ryan Searle does hold, gets a foothold in this game. So we'll be disappointed with that. He's kicked off with a max and then not backed it up. But he has the Joyce throw under some pressure here. It was a slow, sluggish start from Ryan Searle, but he is up the levels now and he is threatening a break back. Pairs tournament 1 to 64, 64 tournament. I don't dislike it. It would be carnage. MVG played with Noppert last year. Yeah, he did, but did he enjoy it? I don't know. And Searle has missed 2 darts to break back, carved the opportunity and has not taken it. Will Joyce punish? 18 for double 16. We know what happens. He doesn't miss in that area of the board. Searle hit 2 maximums in that leg, carved the chance, and couldn't take it. Oh yeah, they did play well. As a player, I really like Ryan Joyce, and the same as I put him in the same bracket as Andrew Gilding. It would be a disaster for the PDC marketing team if he won a big one, wouldn't it? Because look, like me, you wouldn't put me on a poster after Gilding won the UK Open. We didn't see him on a poster. Don't think we'd see Ryan Joyce on one if he won one either. But Searle missed a huge opportunity, and is he going to pay the price here? Because, well, maybe not now, because it was a poor setup from Joyce. He had a chance there. And Searle misses another dart at double. This time it was tops for the 160. If Dimmy pulls at Belgium, do you think De Decker and Kim could work together? I think so. But I don't know what the dynamic between Mike and Kim is. Oh, Searle just missing chance after chance here. It's another 3. And he's been punished to the hilt. Ryan Joyce leads this game 4-1, but the chances Searle has created, he will feel he should be winning this contest. Ryan Joyce getting away with murder here. He was, look, don't get me wrong, for the first 2 legs, Ryan Joyce was sensational. But since then, Searle has created the chances and not taken them. Going back to your original point, I don't know what the dynamic is like between Mike and Kim. So the honest answer is, I don't know. And just looking at, again, Ryan Searle, that when the going gets a little bit tough, is the fight there within him? I don't know. I think they did as well, but I don't know if that's been patched up or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know is the honest answer. It was more than an argument, yeah. Ryan Joyce is just punishing everything at the moment, and from the moment Searle missed to break back and then missed 4 darts as well, it's just not gone his way. How are we doing, Chris? Hope you are good. Live stream. Live stream of what, Tony? If you want the games, then you'll have to go to PDC TV and pay your subscription. Yeah, he had salesman. Look, don't get me wrong, he was awful yesterday. absolutely awful yesterday. Got away with one. But today, played lovely, punished the mistakes from Ryan Searle, and there's been plenty of them. Oh, 2 seconds. I need to take this call. Give me a sec. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, no, I've done alright. I've shifted a bit of timber recently. Training's going okay. So yeah, I can't complain. Niko Springer has won the darts against Danny Noppert. I think Noppert, I don't know why, because I think Springer is playing better at the moment. Yeah, he's on a big losing streak, Rob, but I just think that today it may come to an end today. Again, big win for Ryan Joyce. And he now leapfrogs Luke Woodhouse temporarily. He's up to 15th on that race for the match play. And Michael Smith, now, even if Luke Woodhouse loses, that gap is back to $6,500 on the race for the match play. How much will Smith's decision to skip this weekend cost him? Only time will tell on that. No, Michael van Gerwen is enjoying the sunshine a few days away for his birthday. Afternoon, John. Hope you are good, buddy. Good to have everyone in. Welcome along, chat room, one and all. If you haven't yet, welcome along to Online Darts. If you are new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button as we try and get to 43k over the weekend. And also, Online Darts, we are available on every social media platform. So make sure you drop us a follow on whatever platforms you are on, but especially here on YouTube as we try and break boundaries and do new things for you guys. Again, we're improving stuff all the time, updating equipment, making sure that we bring the very best for you all. I've got to say, the looks an interesting place in Graz. It looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. But we've got about a minute till pictures return, everyone. Danny Noppert against Niko Springer. What's the next European Tour event? Sindelfingen. I expect Gary to be at the next European Tour event. Sindelfingen's all right to get to. I would expect him there. Yeah, the Glass Plus in Sindelfingen. Is all right to get to. Searle's front nine average only 92, not really where it needs to be. But Noppert against Springer. Right, pictures are back, so we are ready to rock and roll. Let's do this, everyone. I want Conor Ben to win. Yeah, I want Conor Ben to win, but look, it's a tough fight. I'm not sure. It's not a foregone conclusion or anything like that. Springer played well yesterday. Noppert was bringing his A. Probably, but look, Springer's got to produce that level again as well. Don't get me wrong, he was very good yesterday, but then yeah, he has to do the same. Here comes Noppert with a freeze. Both players are ready to rock and roll, so let's get this show on the road. Mr. Huer is on stage this time around. So, everything ready to go. Noppert against Springer. What are you saying? So, score predictions then, everyone. Who are we going for? We've got 6-4 for Noppert from Simon. And Springer. Gets us started. Noppert when evens, good value. Look, he's not on a good run of form at the moment, so it's risky. Gurney Price has just put on his Facebook, I'm a fan of this. Darts tournament at the hotel rooftop bar. Not for me, a little bit windy. I'm a big fan of that. So Springer looking at 108 to take the first leg. Doesn't go. So Noppert is going to get a look at this 1-2-6. He's going to get a dart and can't hit. Misses double six. So Noppert has had the opportunity to break in leg one, couldn't take it. But Niko Springer has also missed. Neither player firing on all cylinders yet. And Noppert does break. Springer not at the level he was yesterday in leg one and had his throw broken early doors here. Will that just relax Noppert? He'll be aware of the record that he's on, the unwanted record. But Noppy, poor visit, has opened the door for a counter-attack here from Springer. I went all American then, didn't I? Oh, stop it. Counter-attack. Neither player firing at the moment, and Springer is just making a move here that he's effectively stolen the darts back. That he still has work to do. But he is going to get the opportunity at the 74 to level this contest up. So for 1-1 and another break of throw, tops for Springer. Misses now for Noppert. This would be a steal, but it would put him 2-0 up, and he's going to get 2 at tops, and Danny Noppert has used his experience there. Niko Springer has had darts to win the opening 2 legs, has not taken any of them, and the freeze leads 2-0. Agonising for Springer. But Springer dominating this leg. Noppert not even in the same neighbourhood, so Springer should get a leg back on the board, and does comfortably. But Noppert still has that important break of throw. I like that little mean streak from Springer. He's like, yeah, and he's annoyed. I like this from Springer, even though he's behind. I like the body language. And Springer is making a move here. All of a sudden, he has upped his levels. The average is up around the 97 mark now from Springer. He is piling the pressure on Danny Noppert. But Noppert, good response, but Springer is still going to get a go at the 127 here. The Hinks, the 127 in game, but it's not going to go. So Noppert, he stole one on 64. Can he do it again on 66? This time it's only going to be 1 dart at tops, and this time he's missed the opportunity. So Springer to break back and make it 2-2 once the target that Noppert has just missed. Level game, parity. So, 2-2. So, Noppert is bang up against it here. Niko Springer has taken complete charge of this contest. He's got minimum 6 darts to get rid of this ton. This isn't about Noppy's levels have not dropped, it's Springer that is upped his. Three legs on the bounce for the German. He is showing his credentials here. This is exceptional. Slow out the blocks today, but he's now firing, and Danny Noppert has it all to do. How are we doing? A busy day? Yep. No, I couldn't find them. I will... And I forgot. I will make sure, I will leave a note on my phone to find them for tomorrow, mate. That's my bad. I want to change my prediction now. 6-3 Springer. Can't be changing halfway. Danny Noppert leaving the old double 19. Does he go straight for it or does he split it? You left it, pal. You sort it out. Why leave it and then split it? Look, he's hit it. No issue, but if you're gonna split it anyway, we are level 3. Oh. This game just starting to warm up a little bit, where beforehand it was Noppert had a half decent leg, Springer was off, Noppert was off, Springer was on. Now they're both starting just to come to the boil a little bit here. Yeah, John, right now, look, I agree, he's playing better than Danny, 100%. I'm with you there. And now Springer leaves the Hinks again. 127 in game. Still legendary from Paul Hinks. The 127 in game. Oh, is he? Oh, he's just teed it up. Niko, what are you doing, man? And Danny leaves the old 165. I like it. Irrelevant because Niko Springer is back in front. 4-3, the German leads. Maximum from Noppert, his first of the contest. I was about to say, when he's gone 5, that would be the most unlikely 9 darter we've ever seen. That's better. It's funny how you can tell ref for years and all of a sudden then all Paul Hinks is known for the 127 in game. Look, 100%, but look, it's I think he should go with it all the time. That if that's ever left, ever since that moment, I'd have just done it for every time that was hit. Instead of like game shot and the 8th leg or whatever. 127 end game. Noppert does level up for all. I just feel there's another twist in the tail here. It's not going to be plain sailing. Just asking a few questions here of the Springer throw. The last couple of legs, Springer has been rock solid on his own darts. But this is the first time that Noppy is in and around him. Needs another treble. 19 to leave the big fish. Can't do it, but he's still asking questions. Springer down to a finish. What pressure can Noppy put on the 118? Would love another treble here. And finds one. He's down to 68 if he gets a go. And he's not going to, because that is a magical finish from Niko Springer under pressure. Noppy had asked the question and Springer just batted it back and went, there's your answer, pal. Fabulous from Niko Springer. He is turning into the real deal. And I'm not talking about Mike De Decker. We have a last leg decider. Who's going to hold their nerve? It is well and truly game on. Will it be a moment of magic, or will it be a mistake? And at this point, is 60 a mistake? It might be. Noppert has seized the opportunity. This is huge. Noppy needs a couple of trebles again. Oh, that 85 just keeps him in the hunt. But Springer is down to a finish first. But Noppert can leave something a lot lower. This 182, what do he give for 162, 140, something along those lines? Oh, it's brilliant. It's magical from Noppert. The setup is incredible. He has piled the pressure onto Niko Springer and says, go on then, if you're going to beat me, it's going to have to be with a huge finish. And it is not going to go. So Noppert, the setup play, has earned him the opportunity to win it. And all of a sudden, Danny Noppert, in those last couple of legs, upped his average to a ton. It didn't feel anywhere near a ton average from Danny Noppert, and it wasn't for a lot of it. But those last few legs, Danny Noppert's quality shone through. What a performance from Danny Noppert. But look, Niko Springer can also take a lot from this contest. But Noppert knows, walking back, that little cheeky little smirk for the 150, he knew that was good. Weird, it didn't. And just judging by Noppert's reaction, I think he was fully aware of the record and the run he was on. Fair play to Danny Noppert. He needed that, and he needed it big time. Oh, 100% Marco, Jordan, great win. Oh, 100% Johnny. In that last leg, he showed. Yeah, Robert, it's weird, it didn't feel like a ton-topping average, and it wasn't for a lot of it. It was that bit towards the end that got him over the line, and we know Danny has that capabilities, but we don't see it enough from him. But that was very, very good. No, Simon, mate, have a good one. To be fair, Mike, already today, it has been a much, much better day than yesterday. Ross Smith beat Chris Landman 6-1. Ryan Joyce did a number on Ryan Searle, and Danny Noppert has just averaged a ton to edge out Niko Springer in a last leg decider. But the next game up, I think this is going to be game of the session. It is Gian van Veen against Dirk van Duijvenbode. I think this has got fireworks written all over it. From a betting point of view, too close to call. If I was looking at it, this is an avoid game for me, because it's too close to call. got Man Veen last week. Like that, Jordan. Like that. Look, I think it's going to be an incredible game. Yeah, look, Dirk. We saw it yesterday. There are signs he is over the injury. He's getting back to that best. Remember, before the injury, Dirk was a top 10 player. He was banging on the door of the Premier League. The injury was horrific. It set him back no end. But it looks like he has turned the corner and he is starting to motor the Obergenius. So we've got around 3 minutes till we get the players out. I hope everyone is having a fabulous, fabulous Saturday, whatever you are doing. Welcome to Online Darts, your ultimate darts destination, keeping you up to speed with absolutely everything. Watch-alongs like this, reaction as it happens, interviews with all the top stars. We have you covered, so please hit that subscribe button as we try and get to 43k this weekend. We currently need 64 of you to subscribe between now and as soon as possible to hit that mark. No problem. Thank you very much for joining us. Like we said, that if you guys hadn't or don't buy into what we're trying to do and what we're trying to achieve, the channel wouldn't be going in the direction it's going, and that's all down to you guys for buying into it. And I can only say thank you from me and the team, whether it's here, the live lounge, the Fallout Bar. You guys have been incredible on this journey we want the channel to get to. So we've got about 25 seconds till pitchers return, and this, I think, it could be the game of the day. Certainly, I think it's going to be game of the session. It should just be an absolute belter of a game. So, pitchers are back. Let's do this. This is going to be good. Gian van Veen against Dirk van Duijvenbode. Strap yourselves in, because I am expecting fireworks. Could go either way. Right, Van Veen, we know the levels this young Dutchman is capable of. We know the levels that Dirk has within him as well. I can't wait for this game. I really can't. I'm just going to stretch my legs. So, right. Big game. Again, it's a game we could see more and more as Gian van Veen rises in the rankings. And the way Dirk getting back to his best, it's a tie we could see an awful lot of. And I'm all for it. Currently got a promo video going on at the moment of the best averages. That means they're padding for time a little bit here. Come on, let's get this show on the road. Phil, what's your top 5 Dutch players currently? MVG, Gian van Veen, Dirk, Wessel, and my 5th, let me Jermaine Watamina. That's my current. I think that's a pretty fair reflection. Still 5 incredible games to come this afternoon. And Swissville on the stage, waiting to get the players on. It's time to do this, everyone. Do you agree with my 5, Marcus, or would you have had someone different in there? They're coming on now. The issue is time, because in continental Europe this is on terrestrial TV, So they've got to make sure that they're not going to massively underrun or overrun and things like that. Overall, Marcus, I agree, but current form, I think Watamina is playing better than Noppert. But yeah, if you're talking overall, yeah, I agree. Dirk is ready. He's pumped. Now it's time for Gian van Veen. I know it doesn't bother all players, but I am a little surprised with some of the selections on afternoon and evening session. Yeah, I was in Berlin on holiday on the first Euro Tour. Loved being able to watch it in the hotel. Yeah, and that's the thing where in continental Europe these are on the TV. That's why I asked Matt about this in the interview that's dropping Monday. Funny enough. And there is a current reason why it's not on any TV channel in the UK, but you'll have to watch the interview to find out. I'm not spoiling it. Yeah, look, I'd like it on Dark Connect as well, Marco, but for that to happen, someone from Dark Connect or the PDC would have to be there inputting the scores, where on the Pro Tour, every iPad is hooked up to Dark Connect, so it's happening anyway. Yeah, I'd much rather Dark Connect is the best scoring software in the world. It's incredible. Right, we are underway. Dirk against Van Veen. And solid start from both. This is going to be big scoring, huge finishing. You can just sense, because Dirk has fired in a maximum already. Strap yourselves in, everyone. Fireworks are about to happen. Can Dirk catch Van Veen for the World Cup? I wonder. World Cup race. So, to be fair, he's got to catch Watamina first. No, but there's not 100 grand. You can swing. Dirk leave double 18 for a hold. Oh, Marcus, 100%. Without darts rankings, we couldn't have done any of our watch-alongs or so on. So yeah, 100%. Dirk has missed, but will return. And does lead 1-0. I know we were talking about Dutch players and orders and World Cups. If you could handpick your Dutch team for the World Cup, who would you go with? A maximum for Van Veen. It's another maximum for Dirky boy, but he's still some way behind in this leg. MVG and Van Veen for the pace. I don't dislike it at all, Marcus. Van Veen will come back for 60 and level us up at 1-1, and the averages are on the rise. Tops for a level game. Misses. This would be some statement from Van Duijvenbode. The 161 will not go. But now he's on something more manageable. Van Veen cannot miss here and doesn't 1-1. If there was an old tournament with a lot of singles games, I would think Dirk and MVG. No, I like it, Marcus. But if Michael doesn't want to play in the World Cup, I'd like to see Van Veen and Wessel play together. I think that would work. But that's only if Michael wasn't going to play in the World Cup. Both of these. It's swinging one way, then the next, but Dirk, again, is in complete control of his own darts here. That long javelin that... One, Van Duijvenbode leads. Gian for the win. Look, he's going to have to break the Van Duijvenbode throw. Dirk is going to get a chance here to break 94. This would be huge. It's on. 2 at tops for Van Duijvenbode. And it is there. 3-1. Dirk is averaging 108. He played lovely yesterday. He's backed it up again today. I tell you what, Dirk is flying right now. The average is getting close to 110. I'm telling you, the Ober Genius is back to his best. And when he's like this, it is tough 17, 15, 17, then a 14 from Van Veen, 13, and then 12. This is brutal from Van Duijvenbode. Four-one. This is brutal. Not as of yet. I will try and get some info from the PDC, but obviously it was only launched this week, so I will try and get some info. Oh, ho, ho. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Marco, I didn't want to get it. Didn't want to say anything. Look, Gian has averaged 95 here and done nothing wrong. It is the absolute brilliance of Dirk van Duijvenbode. He's averaging 112. The Obergenius. At the moment, Gian just can't find the answers. Yeah, look, this kind of performance beats anyone. It's that good. Oh, it's incredible from him. Again, the throw is just effortless. Just looks so good. It's another maximum. That's now 7 maximums in 7 legs. This is incredible stuff from Dirk van Duijvenbode. As long as he hits tops, the average is going to stay astronomical. Look, sometimes if you're Gian, you've just got to put your hands up and say, one of those days, I've done nothing wrong. Dirk has done everything right. And he does hit him through. The averages drop a little, but it is still astronomical. 110.90 from Dirk. Sorry, just dropped 108.66. That is still world class starts. World class from Dirk. Van Veen has done absolutely nothing wrong and had his backside walloped. the smile on Gian's face there. He knows he's done nothing wrong as well. And look, Dirk, where is he in the world at the moment? He's 31. There is no way on this earth there are 31 players better than Dirk van Duijvenbode in the world. I fully appreciate that this is on that 2-year cycle and that he was battling those injuries and so on, but there are not 31 players better than him. I'm just not having it. What's he? So, this year he's only defending 99,750k. Already this year, he's on 41. We are only in April, and he's almost at halfway what he earned in the whole of 2023. So, this year coming up, so he's defending a little bit, not massive amounts. ET7, 8.5, 4 at ET8, and then 12 at ET10. But then after that, it's not a lot. There are a lot of blanks for him. And look, right now, he's in the match play. He's not getting caught there, that's fine. The World Grand Prix, again, fine, he's not getting caught there. So he's in those two. He's going to Minehead. He will be at the Worlds. No worry about that one. So all of a sudden, I'm presuming he'll be at the European Championships. All of a sudden, he's in all these TV events as a major threat. Thibault Tricole has won the ball. So, what are we saying? Tricole against Cullen. Tricole played very well yesterday. So, ad break coming in. Tricole 6-5. Yeah, look, Tricole played well yesterday. But again, we say this, what version of Joe Cullen will turn up. If it's the one that's on, it'll be incredible. If he's slightly off, we don't know. But everyone, thank you very much for the support as always. It's what we do here on the channel. Cullen 6-2. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. But follow that, because that was sensational. From Dirk van Duijvenbode. About 40 seconds to go, everyone. Oh, look, Dirk was incredible there. Everything. He's going to be a danger. Who is he playing next? And look, he's got the winner of Bunting and Campbell tomorrow. That's winnable. Oh, he's in a more than winnable half of the draw. Dirky boy. So, 4 fabulous games, 4 to go. What a session it has been so far. Joe Cullen, Thibault, Tricole to come next. Sorry, Joe Cullen, Thibault, Tricole next. Then Josh Rock, Ratajski, Gurney against Suljovic, and Gratz will be rocking once again. And the Decker, Wessel, Nijman to end proceedings today. Right, here we go. Walk on time. Here comes Thibault. The Frenchman is on the stage, so getting ready for a bit of, oh, Sally can wait. What a tune. What a tune. So, Cullen. Just signing a few autographs. Ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. Right, if Cullen brings his A game, it'll be a good game. But if JC not firing on all cylinders, Tricole is not consistent enough to beat the... Possibly. But look, I think out of all the new tour card holders... excuse me. From last year, I thought Tricole had a really, really good year. Right, let's do this. Let's get this show on the road. Game on. Tricole has us underway. The French torch. So Cullen is already asking questions of the Tricole darts. JC looks in the mood. 19s leaves the 170 route, but can't find one, so it's just passed that chance up. Tricole, a good setup to get him to 95. Tricole leaves tops, and he would expect to get a go at it, which he will, because Cullen can't take out the 150. So, for a hold of throw early doors, the Rockstar Joe Cullen, under pressure, because Tricole looks like he's going to take the opener. It is 1-0 to the Frenchman. Thibault Tricole leads 1-0. Again, Cullen just looking to play himself back into the form that won him titles. We've seen him back winning on the Pro Tour. How are we doing, Mark? Good to have you in. Showed a nice little angle of Tricole's tops, just bumping off the flight and just changing the angle, but it was on course. Cullen down to a finish. Tricole not really in this leg at the moment. We know things can turn around quickly. So Cullen tops for a level game. And Tricole's just got himself back into this. If Cullen misses, and he does, Tricole an opportunity for 2-0. Can't take it, so Cullen returns. Missing doubles, Joe, at the moment. But this time he hits. I've been on my Saturday lunch drinks. So. Nice, Mark. Nice. Hope you had a good time, mate. Both of them just struggling a little, but Cullen, you feel that the classier moments are coming from Cullen if he can just hook it up with a bit of consistency, and now he is asking all kinds of questions of Tricole's, down to 1-2-4 on the Tricole throw here. And the Frenchman cannot leave a finish either. So Cullen has 6. Doesn't need to go treble 18. And instead he finds the 1. Brilliant. But 43. And it goes. That's better from JC. Double 16 pinned. First time of asking. He has broken Thibault Tricole. Cullen bossing this one. Tricole's not... Has anyone got the sound on what Tricole wasn't happy about then? Obviously, I haven't got the comms on, so I can't hear what they're saying, but Tricole definitely had the hump around something. But Cullen 3-1 to the good. I've been off for the drink for the last month. Health issues having caught up with me. It wasn't hard to do. Well done, John. In around 4 weeks' time, it'll be 3 years since I've had a drink. May. Yeah, May 2022. Yeah, May 2022. Last time I had a drink. No issues other than I just didn't want to do it anymore. Yeah, JC is doing a number on him at the moment. No, Mark, a lot of the big boys of Skip, no Littler, MVG, Humphreys, Anderson, Price. Good stuff, mate, good stuff. Tricole, this has to go. This double 16 is huge. And misses. For 1 Cullen. JC, look, he's not playing his brilliant best, but he's winning. That's the important bit in all this. Cullen's got an infection in his left eye or something. Looks a bit weird. Look at the pictures a minute. No, it's fine. It's just the angle. We looked a bit off. Still waiting for a max in this contest. Tricole needs to find something, and something quick. Otherwise, John, everyone loves a Lucozade, buddy. Everyone loves a Lucozade. Again, Cullen not in any danger here. Tricole left a bogey number. Double 16 for the Rockstar. Can't find it. Tricole we'll see this as a missed opportunity here, because he's 4-1 down, but he's had chances. It's not been the all-conquering Cullen. More missed starts for 5-1. And this is for a break. This gets Tricole back in this contest. Tops for a break and to get him within 2. But he has made an absolute mess of it. Mess. Oh my, what is going on here? It's like the dog and duck against the King's Head. This is what watching me hit doubles on a Friday. Or lack of them. It seems as if the big names are spoiling our enjoyment. Yes, how dare they? Oh my. Yeah, look. Graz is a nightmare to get to, so they've basically just gone, nah, I'm skipping this one. Tricole, Cullen, the averages have plummeted due to the Friday night doubling. And they're both in the madhouse. That sums it up. They're both on double one. Nearest the ball. This is an absolute shocker. This is like watching me on a Friday night. Oh. At this rate, nearest the ball, lads. Come on. Oh. This is absolutely stinking. Yeah, this is a proper Friday night Division 5 game, isn't it? It's alright, your eye-catchy 9 darters and your big finishes, but can you hit double one? They still can't. Oh, to me, to you, to me, to you. Oh. Oh.
Is this the greatest leg in Euro Tour history?
I don't recall ever seeing one this long. I may be wrong, but I'll get the record books out now.
This is
amazing.
This is incredible.
This is genuinely amazing. This guy nearly won the Premier League. He did win the Masters.
This is genuinely incredible. I'm loving Mason Dan Dawson on this as well. I don't normally do this with the comms, but I had to.
I cannot believe there is a double one on there. It is definitely.
I keep missing. What is going on? Nearest the ball, lads. Nearest the ball. Cullen's hit it. It is really happening. Oh. This is incredible. Literally.
We were underrunning, Dan. I hope we don't take the overrun.
This is quite incredible.
Oh, listening to Dan and Mace commentate on this is superb.
Surely this time.
We are going to see minimum 40 data. Minimum 40 data. That is a magnificent leg of data for all the wrong reasons. Luke Littler won a set at the World Championship in
Oh, that is incredible.
81. Well, we are seeing some things, but that...
Oh, 40 dart leg. That is incredible. Oh. So the averages have plummeted. Cullen is now averaging 70.04 and Tricole 69.55. Oh. Oh, I'm impressed. Oh, honestly, I've never seen anything like it. No, Dave, I get it. It was, I think it was good commentary from Dan, and then Joe Cullen takes out 120. Oh, honestly, just incredible. Oh. That is right up there in Euro Tour folklore, that leg. Oh, remember everyone, silly darts are better than good darts, said someone. Oh, that was... Oh, that makes me feel better about playing on a Friday night. Oh. To be fair, look, Joe's having a laugh about it on stage with Swiss Phil. What? I can look. 3 great games still to go today as well. That. Up next, we've got Josh Rock against Krzysztof Ratajski. Look, I think Rock will have too much. So, what are we saying? Rock or Ratajski after that was that was right up there. Yeah, 100%, John, and I think that I really think Josh Rock could win. I'd love a Josh Rock Dirk van Duijvenbode final. Give me that all day long. If that's the final come 9:30 tomorrow night, I will be over the moon because that will be absolutely incredible, I think. Just be so good to see that. Look, you never know, but both of them just have something about it so watchable. Right, about 50 seconds to go until Josh Rock takes on Krzysztof Ratajski. Yeah, 100%, John. Look, it would be an incredible final for everyone watching. Tough to pick a winner. So, 10 seconds till showtime. Does Phil Taylor still? Nope. He sold all his shares and so on, and yep, nothing anymore. So, we are ready to go. Right, Swiss Bill getting the players back on. We are good. So, Josh Rock against Ratajski. Krzysztof smiling away. A lot of time for Krzysztof Ratajski. Absolute gentleman. The Polish Eagle. But he has a tough assignment here because Josh Rock is in the form of his life at the moment. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, it's Rocky, Josh Rock. Here he comes, steaming down the walkway. I get tired just watching Josh. So here we go. Both players are on the stage. We are ready. The players are ready. And it's tungsten time. So, Rock has won the darts. Can he put Ratajski to the sword? Talk of Rock's better form. Yeah, no, look, he's playing beautifully with the new equipment. I agree. He's looked $1 million. But time to get this show on the road, and he kicks off with 180. He is in the groove. Followed by another 180. We all know what that leaves. He couldn't, could he? Wow, where's the boo button? Where's the boo button? for a 12 dart start. Comes inside, but Josh Rock still in complete control. Ratajski just looking to ask a few questions, but Rock doesn't want to miss now. And he was on for the 9, but wins it in the madhouse. 15 dart leg for Josh Rock in the end. Could have been so much better, but takes the opener. Now Ratajski, he won't be over concerned about that leg. It was on the Josh Rock darts. And now Ratajski with a max of his own. Yeah, I agree. It is a great story. Oh, hello. Treble 19 or treble 15. 19s was his MO. If it was lit on the 141, we'd be saying treble 17 was the MO. Josh, mine's okay, mate. I'm watching now. And Ratajski, that's good from Krzysztof. Levels up 1-all. Is Ronnie now on, is he? Excuse me. Good start to this game, 1-all. Ratajski playing nice, playing some good stuff here against Josh Rock. There is a lot to like about this game, and a big visit here. I tell you what, I like we get a little bit of emotion from Krzysztof now. We're starting to see the Krzysztof personality come through. He's not this robot that sometimes he came across as. Again, he can get to a finish first here. He has the rock darts under a bit of pressure. More than pressure now. He's down to 92. Rock not on a finish. Double 16 to break. 2 missed darts from Ratajski. Can Rocky rescue the situation? Tops. And he can't, so Ratajski is coming back. Ratajski leads, he's broken the Josh Rock throw. And I was going to say that if Ratajski didn't take that, he'd have been livid, because he would have had 5 darts to break the Josh Rock throw. But the Polish Eagle leads Rocky. Look, 102, 103 average respectively. They are both playing beautifully here. But Ratajski has just opened the door here for Josh Rock, and he's run through it. That the Ratajski throw is now under pressure. Big last treble there, but doesn't get him to a finish. But you still feel Ratajski needed at least a 140 there and doesn't find a treble. So the good work that Ratajski put in maybe disappearing again as Rocky looks to level things up once more. And this time Rock is clinical. 2-2, 2 breaks of throw. Good game this. Good contest. So, Ratajski has just let an opportunity slip here, because a treble there would have piled the pressure on Josh Rock. But as it is, he's kind of let that slip. But he's going to get to a finish here, Ratajski. Well, the 171 is incredible. Leaves the champagne shot. Is he going to take out 303 in 6? He might have to, because Rock finds a maximum of his own to leave 24. This is huge for Ratajski. We'll go the bullseye route, and he's missed the target altogether, meaning he can't finish. And Rock, he's in front again. Look, Ratajski is in this game. Ratajski has upped his levels from yesterday, which is good to see. Because again, the overall ranking of Ratajski, the Pro Tour Order of Merit, yeah, he's way down. 38, that's unheard of for Ratajski. The overall Order of Merit, he's slipped of late. He's down in 33. And in terms of the match play, at the moment, he's not going. And up against it here, the World Grand Prix, he's closer, but he's still outside. So, off of previous years, Ratajski has been a staple in these tournaments, but he is getting back to his best. He's had a little dip, a little wobble, and he's come out the other side. Double 16 for a level game. And he pops it 3-all, enjoying this contest. Both averaging over the ton mark. Josh Rock fires in another maximum. 6 in 7 legs is outstanding from Rocky. Rock in control here of leg 7 on his own throw. You just feel Ratajski is going to have to produce something special on the Rock throw. It's been superb from the boy from Northern Ireland. But the Polish Eagle is still in this. Rock tees up double 12. How are we doing? Daz, Peter plays this evening. So, not in this session. Rock back in front. So again, Ratajski starts off strong here. Look, at the moment, this has got the last leg decider written all over it. And we saw earlier that Danny Noppert produced in that last leg against Niko Springer. Could Ratajski get us there and then produce something to beat Rock? So, 2:17, Ratajski just looking to set this up. Doesn't want to make a mess of it and open the door for Josh Rock. And that's exactly what he's done. Now, a 140 or better, and Rock is in control. And on cue, a 180. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, a visit from each player, and the destiny of this leg has completely spun. 65 for a 5-3 lead. And that is exactly what Josh Rock has done. He sprung the opportunity when it was presented to him. Nothing Ratajski could do. It was his mistake that allowed Josh Rock to pounce. Rocky one away, 5-3, and look, the scoreline's a little bit harsh on Ratajski. Yes, Rock has been brilliant, but Ratajski has been in this contest. But now, is he about to exit stage left? Yeah, look, what a final that would be. They are in opposite halves of the draw. We can dream of the Dirk Rock final. Yeah, no, he's playing beautifully. But he's just opened the door. An opportunity has presented itself for Ratajski to get back into this. One dart at double 16 for Ratajski, and he is back in this. Breaks back. We are now on throw. The Polish Eagle will not roll over. He is ready to do some damage. Rock has missed one match dart. Will he get any more? You would think so. But stranger things have happened. But another maximum from Josh Rock. Excuse me. Has Ratajski backpedaling. No, agree, mate. Dirk was unbelievable. Gian has played his part in a very good game, and look, sometimes you've just got to put your hands up and say, my opponent was better. And in that game, Dirk was unbelievable, Jeff. That is also unbelievable from Josh Rock. He takes out 157 to win it, and Rocky moves into the last 16. A 6-4 win over the Polish Eagle, Krzysztof Ratajski. Coming next, Mensur Mania is about to hit Graz once again. The majestic Mensur Suljovic getting ready to once again have the Austrians on their feet. Say, Krzysztof's done nothing wrong there whatsoever. Remember, everyone, if you can, make sure you drop us a like, because that helps with our analytics. And please, if you could subscribe, we would massively appreciate that. Our little short-term goal over the weekend is to get to 43k subscribers, and at the moment we require another 63 of you to subscribe over the weekend to get us to that magical mark. So you know what to do. Press that little subscribe button and turn notifications on, so you will get told when we drop a video or we go live, which is a lot. It's what we do. I didn't watch it live, Daz. I watched the highlights back this morning, and I was a little underwhelmed, if I'm being honest. I thought Raw was much better than SmackDown this week. So, Mensur-mania, and Mensur has won the ball. Remember, Daryl Gurney not had the results he'd want of late. Now all of a sudden, he faces the home hero. And this place will be rocking. The atmosphere last night was electric. And Mensur-mania returns to Graz. Who you got in this match? And look, Daryl Gurney is the better player. However, the crowd could turn it. I'd like to see a Mensur win. Right, we are now at the ad break. Coming up after it, it will be Mensur Suljovic. I need to change that to that. So, chat room, who have you got? Will it be Super Chin or will it be Magic for Mensur in Graz this afternoon? Let us know what you think in the comments. Is Mensur-mania going to run wild once more? For Mensur, interesting. Right, man, minute and 30 seconds to go, folks. So, let's get ready to rumble. And I'm not talking about Hollywood Chris Dobie either. He plays this evening. So, 15 seconds to go. And then we have pictures back. Mensur-mania. Any questions as well? Get them in. We'll see if we can have a little chin wag and a little chat along the way, everyone. Right. I'm just looking at the numbers. Good from Rock and Ratajski. So 2 games to go. Let's get this show on the road. Mensur Mania against Super Chin. Daryl. Gurney. So Swissville back in shot. Ready to do this. Oh, I'll tell you what, that sounds loud. That sounds loud, doesn't it? The fans are there, they are buzzing for Mensur Suljovic. Mensur Mania is running wild in Austria. So, Mensur is on the stage, absolutely loving life. This is going to be electric. Mensur milking it in. But here comes Super Chin. He has a point to prove, not played anywhere near his best of late. But he's on the stage. So, Mensur wants nothing to do with the old sweet Caroline. Daryl was like, "You gonna come and join me?" Mensur's like, "You carry on." Oh no, he's joined in now. He's joined in. Mensur, he caved. Super Chin gave him a little peck on the bum and went, "Come on, come and get involved." So he did. But now it's time for business. So here we go then, everyone. Mensur Mania for another day. Yeah. Daryl, give him a little. I love the fact that Mensur got involved. But time to put joking aside. It is game time. We all know who the locals want to win. They are firmly behind Mensur Suljovic. So we are underway. Suljovic against Super Chin. Oh, Mensur started well here. Remember, Super Chin not played amazing recently. Question marks around his form. Work to do. Suljovic just looking to set up this 201 and take leg one drama free. Suljovic has time just to pin double 16, doesn't go, but he will return. Gurney is making a mess here, not firing at all. Do you think Smith made a mistake going with shot? No. Look, the money he's getting paid financially is incredible. And look, are they the right darts? He says so. He's the one that throws them, so we have to go with that. Do I think they're right for what it's worth? No. But can they get it right? Yes. What a steal this would be from Gurney. Oh, that's a way to silence the home fans. Suljovic missed 4 darts to hold, and Gurney with a little pop, pop, pop. 130 finish. That was very good from Super Chin. How to silence the home fans in one foul swoop. So, can Gurney keep Suljovic at bay here? Because Suljovic is just creating a potential opportunity, but no treble, and he'll be disappointed with that. And Gurney has found something when he needed to. Suljovic not at the same level he was yesterday, because for 5 legs yesterday he was incredible. The average was well over the 106, 107 mark. But now, can Suljovic provide a ton topper of his own? He may. He might. Oh, goes inside. But it is 2-0 to Super Chin. Mensur Suljovic is up against it because Gurney is just starting to make an impression. He's already 2-0 up. He's kicked off Max on the Suljovic throw. Cheers, Malachite. Yeah, if you haven't yet, you know what that little like button is. Drop us a thumbs up. And please, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. We massively appreciate all the support. The more of you subscribe, the more of you get involved, the better things we can keep doing. There is a potential double break of throw on the cards here. This has been good from Gurney. Suljovic is not making any inroads whatsoever. Gurney be disappointed there. He's made a mess of the setup as well. This would be some rescue. Another leaves his favourite. Double 14. Oh, Mensur misses his beloved. That could have kick-started Mensur Mania in Graz. But as it is, Gurney's going to get 2 darts for 3-0. And now it's a double break. It's a mountain to climb for Suljovic. Mensur Mania is not running wild like it was last night. And the fans, when Suljovic went for double 14, they all expected it to boom. The gasps of anguish when it missed. Just see a little bit of nerves in Super Chin there. Again, the boys from Keytown in a great view. As he pulled it back, you could just see a little shake in the hand. He was nervous. There, Super Chin. Gurney leaves the fish. Remember, he's throwing for 4-0 here. It's 4-0. And then Mensur has kicked off dry. There is a genuine chance that Suljovic, for how good and brilliant he was yesterday, he could get bageled. All the pressure on Suljovic in front of his home fans. It was stunning, absolutely stunning from Daryl Gurney. Mensur needs something from somewhere, somehow, some way. He won't care. He's down to a finish, but Gurney is lurking with intent. Oh, it's magic. 174 to leave 36. Mensur Suljovic is going to have to take out 157. And it's not going to go. Gurney is going to get darts for a triple break. And then he'll throw for the bagel. I didn't see this coming. Did you? Gurney's averaging over 101. He's 5-0 up. And Mensur Mania is about to come crashing down in Graz. It's been an incredible session. And still one game to go. But the hometown hero is on the verge of exiting stage left. But he has punished the mistake from Gurney there. Mensur just make enough contest of this. Look, if he can pull off a great escape from here, this would be right up there. Interesting, Daryl. 303, not starting downstairs, leaving yourself on a bogey. Not sure on that one. Not sure about that. Mensur's on a finish. And look, will he take out 142? Probably not. But if he does, Gurney can only blame himself for not setting up correctly. It's not going to go. So, Gurney should get at least one match dart here for a bagel. Double 18. Missed. Mensur Mania lives on, but for how long? Double 12 has to go, Mensur, and it does. No bagel for Suljovic. Gurney missed a match dart. And fair play to Mensur. He gives the fans something to cheer about. Can Gurney just recompose? The dart double 18 wasn't very close either from Gurney. I like that from Mensur. He gives it a come on. The look on Gurney's face, he was... Oh, that's brilliant. Gurney was not impressed. But your fault, pal. You missed the match start. You gave him the opportunity. But Mensur in control on his own throw here. Mensur down to a finish comfortably on his own throw here. Said that, and then Gurney pops in a max just to remind Mensur, I'm still here. He's going to get another match start. Is he hitting? Oh. Take your time, Daryl, come on. Yeah! Got there in the end. Mensur Mania is over in Graz. Daryl Gurney, a 6-1 demolition job of Mensur Suljovic. Does he have to move over? Oh yeah. No, he can't make his mind up which way he's going. Left or right. Done the okey dokey. But in the end, he finds it. Mensur Suljovic gives him a little clap. Fair play. Like, you can't help but like Mensur Suljovic. An absolute gentleman. But that's as far as his campaign will go. He gets a great send-off from the home fans. Oh, good question. I like that. That's good from the pair. Oh, good question. The Decker or Wessel? I'm going Wessel. Yeah, I like both players, by the way, and I think they are both super talented. But I just think there's something about Wessel at the moment. Right. No, Dobie doesn't play till this evening. Final game of the afternoon session. Mike the Decker against Wessel Nijman coming very shortly. Mensur departs. Daryl Gurney still throwing stuff into the crowd. Swiss Phil waiting for him to shimmy along over. Come on, shimmy, shimmy. What? Who's beating Hollywood? You mean? He plays Riccardo Pietrezco tonight, and look, he's going to have to play better. Chris not firing on all cylinders at the moment. Last year he was a massive 180 hitter, power scoring. That just seems to have deserted him a little bit at the moment. But what a session it has been. Dirk stole the show. He was incredible. Josh Rock played his part as well. But Dirk is back to his best. A warning to everyone else. Yeah, in Rotterdam, Chris, but overall it's still, he's not at the levels he was last year. One night doesn't turn your fortunes around type thing. That I want to see that more and more. I want to see that consistently from him, like we saw last year. The power scoring from Dobie last year was incredible. But just not seen that enough this year. But one game to go. Remember, we will return 6 PM for a packed evening session. The evening session lineup goes a little like this. Damon Heta against Karol Sedlacek. Peter Wright against Luke Woodhouse. The Ferret, Johnny Clayton, enters the number 1 seed. Will take on Jermaine Watamina. Nathan Aspinall faces Doots. There it is. Kevin Doots. Krzysztof takes on Riccardo Pietrezco. Stephen Bunting takes on Matt Campbell. Shin Diggity, Martin Schindler takes on Matt Dennant. And then to end the session, the Chizzy Rascal, Dave Chisnell takes on Ian Diamond White. Right. Gurney has departed stage left. So, we have got about 3 minutes till show time. So, score predictions in then. Did Decker or Nijman? Got to say, not a good look for the nuke of the video, him clearly offering fans. Look, if they're, I'm not saying he's right, but if they're giving him shit, he's got every right to give it to them back. The same as they've got every right to give him shit, but then don't be offended if he gives it to you back. Yeah. Is there? I don't mind it. I think for too long the players have been too nice and so on. Would it have ever happened? No, too much security there. So it's just like, I'm all for controversy. I want to see changes within darts anyway. I don't want to see robots and puppets, and when they're on media days and things like this, do they need to turn up in their shirt? No. I want to see them in normal stuff. And but I want to see them having a go. I want to. There's a and I'm not talking about scripting results here or anything like this, but there's a reason that like WWE, UFC, and boxing do so many digital numbers, because it's raw, it's off the cuff. The stuff they've put out this week from the pressers and the stuff behind the scenes from the Ben Eubank. There's a reason that WWE do huge numbers on social media. I'm not talking about the stuff that's in the ring. I'm talking about the clips they produce and so on, and the stuff they put out that darts just wouldn't put out. Like, we've seen things that we know that not all players get on. We know that. And there have been numerous times where players have had crosswords in the corridor on the way back to the practice room, but that never sees the light of day. Where in UFC, in boxing, in WWE, those things are put out for the world to see, because it creates a story, it gets people talking, it creates a narrative. I want to see more of this. Darts has the capability of going to the sky, but whilst it's controlled and kept in this little bubble where they don't want people to see bits, it's never going to do that. And look, there has to be consequences, and look, even in oh wait a minute, they just showing from Austria 2016, the late great Kyle Anderson, that he was a boy, he was a proper player. He was a dart away from the Premier League. If he beats Michael in that European Championships, he's in the Prem. But what I'm saying is that boxers and that still get fined by the British Boxing Board of Control and so on. So I've got no objection with authority figures in there, but I want to see more. I want to see bits that we all know happens that get sheltered, like the stuff from the Eubank Ben week has been incredible. Like, again, we see it boxing when we know there's a fight coming up. There'll be a fighter at ringside watching the fight. Like, could you imagine at the match play, the first semi-finalist, and by the way, I don't want to see him in their dart shirt, because then but they go have a shower, get changed or whatever, and then they're sat up on the balcony just watching, and the camera's just got to flick to them and stuff like that, and it creates a narrative, creates a story, and so on. There's just so much that could be done. Look, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good things, but they could also twist it and spice it and send it in another direction as well, which would get the casuals hooked. Like, let's be fair, tonight's fight is not a great fight in terms of you've got a fighter that has, every time he stepped up to world level, has been beaten. You've got a fighter that's never fought at world level, but the hype and the buzz around this fight has been captured, it gets the casuals involved. Darts could do the same. Build these things. Bit of summer of 69. Wessel is on the stage. Mike de Decker. Real deal on the way. Right, both players are ready to go. They're on the stage, which is good. Final game of what has been an incredible session. And I think this one could be good as well. So here we go to Decker against Nijman. So let's do this. Two incredible young talents looking to sign off the session in style. Nijman has the darts. The Decker is going to have to find something. Chat room, how would you assess Mike de Decker's performances in general after winning the World Grand Prix? Wessel doing enough on throw here. He's going to get to a finish first. Leave 67. Nothing De Decker can do about it other than try and apply a bit of pressure. Which he's going to do with a timely little maximum, gets him back into the contest. So 67 for Nijman. Brilliant, brilliant from Wessel. De Decker had asked, said, "Are you up to this?" Nijman bats him away and says, "Yes, of course I am." Kind of shows why he wasn't ready for the Premier League. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's been in and out. I agree. But me personally, I still would have had him in there. But I understand why he wasn't. But the Decker again down to a finish first on his own throw. The Decker didn't need to take out the eye-catchy finish. Wessel not on a finish. And it is 1-1 in the blink of an eye. Top tussle this so far. Both of them playing beautifully, but a trebleless visit from Wessel has opened the door for the Decker here in leg 3. I know it's only early, but when they're both scoring the way they are, and then of course Wessel pops in a maximum. But so does Mike De Decker. Oh, carry on, gentlemen, carry on. This is majestic. Wessel leaves 1-2-1. De Decker on 85 for a potential break or throw, unless Nijman trouble 17 for the ball. Bullseye! Hits the 25. So De Decker, this is your chance. You should get at least a dart at the bullseye here. Treble 19 means he's going to get 2 and he only needs the 1. What a break or throw that is for Mike De Decker. Wessel Nijman has been broken. He's averaging 108, but that is insignificant because the Decker currently averaging 120. I think 1-2-1 should be called the ferret. Yeah, I'm up for that, Natalie. I don't dislike that. Everyone loves a bit of the ferret. Mike De Decker is absolutely motoring here. This is incredible stuff from the real deal. Wessel has got to try and weather the storm here. He'll be saying to himself, De Decker can't keep this up. Stick in and you'll get your chance. And a 180 may have carved that chance for the instant break back, unless De Decker can find the Barney, the 156. Oh, he's on. Oh, misses the second treble. Wessel's heart would have been skipping a beat. And I'm not talking about the Ollie Murs song, but 2 at tops for Wessel Nijman. And that's the difference. De Decker took his chance in leg 3. Nijman has passed it up in leg 4. Oh, but De Decker gives him a second chance. Tops for a level game. And we are level. Last dart in hand. Wessel Nijman pins double 10. Huge dart for Wessel Nijman. This is good. What a setup from Wessel. The 168. And we've seen this numerous times that I think the European guys, their setup, barring Littler's, who is also incredible, but the Dutch and the Belgian guys, their setup play is just exquisite. And Wessel Nijman now leads. The average is 104, 103, nothing between them. What a game. Look, it's just been an unbelievable session, hasn't it? Decker looking just to level this up here. And clinical again from the real deal. This is good from both players. We don't want this to end. Can we just carry on, please, gents? But that is a slip from Nijman. Wessel needs 2 trebles minimum here. Tons not enough. 60's a disaster because now the Decker will think he's got 6 to get rid of this 144. Unless Nijman, this would be fireworks. And the 150 will not go. But the Decker doesn't punish. But look, 93 is not a gimme. There's no guarantees on this. It's going to get 2. Huge moment. Monster moment. And it's not there. Wessel Nijman had his chance for an unlikely hold. The Decker, you will feel, will not miss a second time. And he doesn't. So in the main, darts is in a really good place. There are lots of young talents coming through. Like I say, if we can then just get the other little bits right around it, the sport will flourish into places that we'd never thought. It's already doing that, but it could go to another level again. We've got these fabulous talents coming through. The Decker has put the afterburners on here. This has to be a maximum from Wessel. That's as good as the 162 918s has got him to a finish, and it's just asked the question of the Decker. The setup play is brilliant from Wessel, and he's going to get a chance. This one is swinging all over the place. They're both producing moments of genius. Wessel levels it up 4-all. Who can hold their nerve? We said this would be a good session. It's been a brilliant session, and what a way to end it. They are putting on a show, Patrick. I agree. 2 very, very talented young men. But every time one of them does something, they're not backing it up. Wessel breaks back and then starts off trebleless. As you were, gents. Advantage Wessel because he has the darts. One, 2, 7. The Hinks. 127 in game. This would put Wessel Nijman within 1. Doesn't need to go the bullseye route. No, stayed there. Again, knowing your surroundings, knowing what your opponent is on. It's brilliant. It's brilliant from Wessel Nijman. Now, he closes it out. He goes within 1. They're both averaging still well over that ton mark. But Mike the Decker will now have to win back-to-back legs if he is to go through. Nijman has 2 shots at glory here. That he'd love to get it done on the Dedeker throw, because if the Dedeker holds, the pressure then goes back to Nijman because he has the darts. The door is just ajar here. Needs a treble, can't find one, so the pressure is off the Dedeker. It could have been so much more. Still just a... Well, now it's definitely advantage to Dedeker. I was going to say it was just about before that, but now he's down to 83 with the maximum. What can Wessel do to apply pressure? 140. Now he's saying to Dedeker, you have to hit. It's going to be 1 dart. No, it's not even going to be that. He's missed a big number. Wessel Nijman will get his chance because of the mistake from Dedeker. It's going to be 2 match darts for Wessel Nijman to end an incredible game, a fabulous session, and it is the Dutchman who goes through a 6-4 win, and that is an incredible game of darts, gentlemen. The averages are both 102. What a way to end the session. We'll let the pictures catch up. And again, Dedeker, he chased the treble. Instead of making sure of the big number, he got greedy. That forced the mistake. And then Wessel Nijman, cool as a cucumber, pops the 76 finish. What a game, boys. What a game that was for both. And a great way to end what was a fabulous session of darts. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, whatever you have done, wherever you've been watching us, whatever you've been doing in the background. We've been keeping you bang up to date with absolutely everything. Before you go, make sure you tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. We will be back live in just over 2 hours time, 6 o'clock, bringing you the evening session here from the European Tour in Graz. But I've been Phil Bars, we have been Online Darts. It's been a pleasure to keep you company for the afternoon. Go and get some food, whatever you're going to do, and we'll see you all in 2 hours time.